Boys, hi. Let's get started on how to groom a horse. So first you're going to need a hard brush, then a hoof pick, and a brush for the hair, and a curry comb. You can also add a soft brush and a few other items, but I wanted to keep this as basic as possible, especially for those of you that are beginners. It's very easy to groom a horse. Now I'm going to do only one side so that you guys can just see from a good angle. And I always start with my curry comb. The curry comb is great just to be able to lift the dirt out of their hair, give them some extra scratchies. I know a lot of horses love it. And you want to use the curry comb a little bit rougher on the meatier parts of the horse. The bonier parts, you want to be a little bit more gentle. And after you have used the curry comb, you want to go over with a hard brush. Edward specifically really loves the hard brush on his face. He actually prefers the hard brush over the soft one. That's why I only use the hard brush. And after I curry comb, you'll see all the dirt coming up. And that's what the hard brush is for, to actually brush out all the dirt and give it a nice smooth texture. So as you can see, he's really enjoying the scrubs of the curry comb. And I love being able to just give him this time. I think grooming horses is so special because it's a great way to bond with them and just give them a little bit of extra scratchies where they can't really reach. So this is just a great way to connect and give them that extra TLC. So next, after I bang the dirt out of the brush, because you'll see a lot of dirt does pile up in the curry comb, I take my hairbrush and I brush his forelock, his mane, which you want to be a little bit careful. I did use conditioner recently, so it is pretty smooth. Also, of course, reward your horse because just tell them they're being a good boy or good girl. And if you get any knots, you just kind of want to remove it and help pull up the knots with your fingers. But he didn't have any knots and he doesn't have that thick of mane. So now we're going to brush out his tail. And I do brush the top of the tail, which usually doesn't get too tangled. But as far as the bottom goes, just to preserve his hair and not pull out too much or break it, I'd love to twist the bottom of the tail. This helps not pull out so much hair or anything like that when you're going through the knots. So I start from the bottom. As you can see, it's a little bit rough, but as you start to go up, it does smooth out, which is, I think, the best way to do it. You can also use a detangler if you like, but I just use it this way. And I think, like I said before, I want to make it very simple so that for those of you that are starting out, it can be easy for you too. Of course, you always want to stand to the side of the horse just in case if they do kick out. My horses don't kick, but I still stand to the side just in case if maybe there's a fly or something bothers them and they, surprisingly kick out. It's sometimes not intentional, but you just want to be very aware. Last but not least, hoof pick. Now, this is crucial. I always pick my horse's hooves out at least 4 days a week because you never know what can get stuck inside there. And it's super important to do this before you go riding because you never know. You don't want them to put too much pressure on something that may be in there. Maybe there's a rock, maybe a stone. You never want a nail or anything like that because, again, it could be something where the pressure can gradually continue and make that object or foreign object deeper and deeper. So for you horse people out there, make sure you always pick your horse's foot. And of course, when you go down to pick up the foot, you just run your hand along the body so that they know where you are. You pick out into the area where the frog is and make sure that you get everything cleaned out there just like the farrier does so that you can see if there's any foreign objects in there. And like usual, Edward was very good to go. So that's pretty much it. Very easy. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, comment down below what you want to see next. Happy Vlogmas, and we'll see you tomorrow.